Coño, you're not recording?
We just basically recorded a whole episode and I was not recording the audio.
But it has the camera audio? It has the camera audio?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the Stardust podcast. This past year has been very difficult for me, and one of the main things that I've learned is that when you hit rock bottom, you need to allow the people that love you to help you. And I think part of picking yourself back up is putting your ego aside and letting people help you. I'm a very stubborn person, and there's a part of me that wants to prove that me, myself, and I can do everything. And my mother decided to say, fuck that. And she flew all the way from Florida to Los Angeles because she was worried about my mental health. And all of that being said, welcome the first guest on the Stardust podcast, my mother.
Yay!
So, mother, from your perspective, why did you feel that it was important to come here to LA and spend time with me?
Well, because I was concerned about your safety. I was concerned about how you were feeling. Because I've never heard you that deeply depressed. We used to, talk and you have your struggles in the past, but it was always like, I'm sad, I had a difficult day. But you were on top of your game, you were able to function and you know keep going with your daily life and activities and work and music and school. But this time, I was concerned because two major things happened in your life um at the end of the year. And I thought you were going to be able to overcome easily like you have in the past. But during tour you mentioned that you were not feeling okay. But after you came back to LA, you were feeling not sad but depressed, to the point that when I call you, you sound off, lifeless, um, and it was very concerning. And you were doing therapy, you were seeing doctors, but it wasn't getting any better. So I was very concerned about your safety.
Yeah, the depression hit me like a truck after tour, and I learned that healing is a really uncomfortable process that sometimes takes way longer than one would want, especially when it comes to major depression.
Mm-hmm.
So, what has it been like as my mother seeing me through this period of grief?
Very difficult, um, very painful, um, because you're very independent and very strong. Um, and like other times, I thought you were gonna be able to snap out of it, and but this time, um, and since I'm far away, I was not able to um, be close to you and support you, and you were doing it by yourself. And our phone conversations, listen to your voice, like so down, so sad, not able to get up from your bed. Um, Me trying to uh, bring humor to you, saying that las mujeres ya no lloran, las mujeres facturan, or saying, párate de esa cama, pendeja, no seas pendeja, or, you know, or pushing you to make music, but seeing you not being able to enjoy life, it, it, it is very painful and concerning as a mother. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, but I'm very thankful that you've tried your best to be there for me even though you've been far away. Like, being able to talk to you every day, no matter how many times out of those conversations like I'm sad, that's been really important because when people don't unconditionally love you, um, they can get annoyed by like hearing someone sad constantly, and I really needed that support. um Even though I've had like lots of ups and downs, like having you there for me, listening to me, talking to me every day, multiple times a day, I didn't realize how much like I needed that kind of support, and it's been it's been really helpful, um, because it makes me feel less alone because I spend a lot of time alone at home, um, and yeah, it's been a beautiful reminder like how much your mother helps you, um, or how much the love of a mother can help you when you're deep in depression. That's been something that has helped me see a light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that there's at least one person in the universe. I know there's lots of people in this world that care about me, but when you convince yourself that you're not worthy of love, that you're not worthy of being listened to when you're sad, like having your mother be frustrated, um, just at the fact that like you can't feel happiness, but in a way that comes from like unconditional love, like it makes a huge difference. So I really appreciate that.
And I have your location. And I'm always checking like it's 1:30, she has not left the house today, or it's 3 a.m., she's not home, and me calling you like every 5 minutes. Are you okay? Do you need help? How do you feel? And depending on your answers, because I'm your mother, I know you very well. And I know you can be very stubborn and you don't like asking for help. Um, I, sometimes you are in the mood of, answering my phone calls and my text messages. Sometimes you're not. And I don't give up. Like, and I've been chasing after you, especially for the past 4 weeks to make sure that you're okay, you're safe.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
that's much appreciated, madre. um what's it like to be my mother, and how would you describe me?
Um, it is fun to be your mother because you're my firstborn. Um, You're my firstborn and my sister because I grew up with you. I was 23 when you were born, and I was so young. I didn't know what I was doing. So we grew up together and we've been through a lot together. So it is fun to be your mom. And Amber Cruz, to me, it's an amazing human being. Amazing human being. Um, and it's fun. It's fun to be your mom. It has been fun to go to be with you through your life path as a musician, as a creative. It's been fun. And to me, Amber Cruz is an amazing human being.
Thank you, that made me tear up a little bit. um yeah, and something that I'm really appreciative of is the fact that you've allowed me to be a creative, like you've given me the freedom, despite starting really young, despite maybe not knowing much about the world that I was getting myself into when I was 17. You've given me the ability to explore. You allowed me to move to LA before I even finished high school, and you've remained open to um, hearing my ideas and the different directions that I've gone in. And I think that's something that not a lot of creatives get to experience, is like having their parents be understanding of their unconventional path.
It hasn't been easy. It's been difficult. It was difficult to let you go at a very young age, and me not being able to move with you, be close to you. let you do your thing without me being like um in it, like it was very difficult, but I was always there from the distance, always supporting you, trying to be there for you. But it was not an easy decision.
What parts of me do you see that remind me of you?
um I see um I could be a little shy, and I see that in you. I can be, I think it's a generational thing that I tend to have a lot of respect for old people and authorities, like, like mom or the boss, or, stuff like that. Sometimes we can be like so respectful, and the creative side, I see my creativity in you, um because we both can see and appreciate color, shape, texture, um and you know we see things differently. And I also see, you're a very strong person like me. We go after what we want.
Yeah, and for context, my mom studied fashion design in school, so I definitely got my creative side from her. And I think that you've inspired my taste a lot, especially my visual taste. And I think my creative style, um, fashion wise. I think that the toys that you bought me when I was younger definitely influenced me because I remember like a little piano book that you got me and you would buy me microphones. That's something that I've reflected on a lot in terms of like my psychological development as a child. I think those things absolutely influenced me.
You know how to play every instrument. When you were in elementary school, every instrument in the school band, you know how to play every instrument.
I played percussion and I was in the jazz band and I was in the choir. What do you think about me starting a podcast?
I love it. I love it. I love it because I can see you motivated again. Um, it's a good way to um express how you feel, and talk about your healing process, and talk about your mental health issues, like struggles. And maybe, you can help a soul um that is going through the same process as you, to feel better, make people feel that they're not alone, that a lot of people struggle with life and mental health, and it is very important, to um, get help, talk about it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always been something that's driven me is like turning the things that I experience into art. I'm very thankful that I can do that through music, but like there's something so powerful about like being able to have conversations with people or just being able to talk out loud, um, that I think is really important in this phase in my life. How has your time in LA been?
Um, Nice.
This is the most time that we've been able to spend like one on one.
Yes, we've done a lot of crying, a lot of talking, a lot of time together, and I was able to get you out of the house. I got your hair done, your nails done. I was like, come on, párate de esa cama. Vamos, vamos. And I'm glad that I was able to do that for you and be with you.
It was really nice to get my hair done and to get my nails done by you because it like woke something up in me, which was the part of me that's like missing like family love.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I've been alone for so many years that I've been like forcing myself to live life without feeling like real unconditional love, like people that love you just because you exist. And I think that that's really opened my eyes. You being here is how important that feeling is to just be taken care of and loved, and to not have to be independent, to not have to be alone, to not have to like force yourself to get up and be like, I don't need anyone else to take care of me. Like I need to like snap out of that. Your time here has really shown me that I need to put in more effort to let people love me.
Of course. And to me, you're always going to be my baby. My little baby with the white dress and little flowers. You're always going to be my baby. And I'm always going to be here for you. And so family support and love, it's very important. And you letting people, you open your heart and letting people support you, love you. It's very important.
Yeah. What do you want me to remember after you leave?
I want you to remember that you're very loved, that you have a family that loves you unconditionally, and we're always there for you. I know we're far away, but we love you deeply. And I want you to remember that forget about the past, forget about the future. You have to live the present. You have to live in the present. You have to enjoy every minute of your life. And you have to live life. Even during struggles, you have to live life. And that you are an amazing young woman. And I want you to give Amber Cruz a big hug and tell her you have done an amazing job. And I want you to remember this every single day. Amber Cruz, not Amber Lucid. You've done a lot for Amber Lucid already. Now you have to hug Amber Cruz and tell her the universe is going to give you muchas flores. Yep, I want you to do that. And you have a lot of people out there who are inspired by your music, by your lyrics, by your art, and that's wonderful, you know. That's wonderful. And I want you to know that it's okay not to be okay, and we're not perfect. So yeah. And I want you to remember that you're Dominican. You don't get the press.
I do get the press. That's why you're here. But it's okay. All right. Thank you, Mother, so much. Thank you for all of your support during this really difficult time in my life. And thank you for joining me and being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be in front of a camera. I know you don't really like to be.
I don't
on
like
camera.
cameras. My English is ratada, but I've tried. I'm here for you.
And thank you for showing up for me.
And if we can touch one soul, I will be happy.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, and we have to encourage people to be gentle to themselves and get the help that they need. And you have to take care of your mental health as much as your physical health. Yep.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I shall see you next time.
Bye. Tequila time.